Good morning, everybody. Today I'm on board the Celebrity Edge. We're currently in Ketchikan and we're heading out on an excursion, and I'm taking you with me. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Stay tuned. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I am the Busman, and this is another episode of On the Road. This channel is your gateway to all of my travel tips, guidance, and advice on all things related to cruise and destination vacations. For those of you watching who have already subscribed to my channel, big thumbs up. Thank you very much. With your support, my channel will continue to grow. For those of you watching who have not yet subscribed, my only ask is that if you like the content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button right down below. Don't forget to ring that bell for future notifications. It's absolutely free. There's no commitment, no obligation. Doing so will only let you know when I put out future content. So now that that's out of the way, without further ado, pitter patter, let's get at her. I'm currently in Ketchikan, Alaska on board the Celebrity Edge. I embarked on a 7-night Alaskan cruise which departed from the port of Seattle with ports of call in where we are today: Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, and last but not least, Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, and then we head back to Seattle after that. We are heading out on an excursion in about a little over an hour's time. And the excursion is called Destination Highlight, Lighthouse, Totems, and Eagles. It is a 3-hour excursion. I've never been on this excursion before, so I'm looking forward to checking out lots of scenery, maybe see some wildlife, and who knows what else. It's currently raining outside. Shock, the shoulder season of Alaska. You can expect to see a lot of rain, but that's okay, because the Busman came prepared. I do have a good heavy-duty waterproof jacket, good quality waterproof walking shoes with good ankle support, and I do have my umbrella, and I am layered up. In May or early to mid-late June, you can expect inclement weather. Some days will be sunny and warm, other days will be cold and rainy, and pretty much everything in between. So what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to be heading up to the Ocean View Cafe, grabbing a quick bite to eat, and then we'll be heading to the gangway on deck 2 and then meeting up with the Celebrity Shore Excursion crew, who will direct us to where we need to go to start this adventure. So there's nothing to it but to do it. So let's get to it. Alright, so we're on the dock in Ketchikan. I've got the cruise ship behind me, so if you're going on excursions in Ketchikan, once you get off the boat, you just go down the gangway, typically off of deck 2, midship starboard side, and there's a short walkway, and the town of Ketchikan is in your immediate vicinity. You walk off the gangway onto the pier, literally a 30-second stroll into the excursion area, which is located right here. As you can see, there's where all the buses are, and of course there's the cruise ship, and there's the gangway and the little walkway I just talked about. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait. The current time is about 10 to 10 in the morning. We're going to be heading to the bus around 10, and then heading to the boat and getting out on the water. Stay tuned. All right, so we just got off the bus, and of course it's raining. We're walking down the gangway here towards the pier, and we're going to be getting on the boat and starting the excursion. So as soon as we get rolling, we'll find a good spot and make sure to get some good footage. Stay tuned.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Doing pretty good, how are you?
Can't complain. Go ahead.
House, glad to have you aboard. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to introduce you to the rest of our crew here in a few moments as we get underway. But first, I have a couple safety items to go over. This is a U.S. Coast Guard inspected passenger vessel. As such, the crew and myself are well trained to handle an emergency should one arise. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please do listen to all instructions coming from me and the crew.
All right, so we're out on the water. I'm just kicking back, relaxing, enjoying the views. The weather is the weather. There's nothing you can do about it. But that's how we do's it on Busmen on the Road. We improvise, we adapt, we overcome. And this is what part of the whole Alaskan wilderness is about. Exploring the wilderness, the outdoors, enjoying the fresh air. And the rain is part of it.
Take a look at the beautiful home that Mr. Long built here on the island to our left. Perched high in the trees on stilts like a Swiss Family Robinson style house. Upon completion of the home, Mr. Long put up a camera. Gazes right down into that eagle's nest so he and his wife and daughter can view the baby birds hatching each year. Isn't that sweet? So you'll see these rocks, the ones that don't have trees on them, just sticking up out of the water. The absence of trees indicates that these rocks will be underwater at high tide. The tide is quite high right now. It reached its height at 10:07, so it's been dropping for a little less than an hour now. Now we have 15,000 pairs of bald eagles here in Southeast Alaska. They count them in pairs because they mate for life. Living 20 to 25 years together in the wild, they'll pair looking much more like a golden eagle. So if you see something like that today, you can bet you'd be looking at a juvenile bald eagle. Okay, we're going to press on. With 15,000 pairs of birds, I imagine we'll probably see more today. But, great start.
Better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn.
With wingspans to 8 feet and a weight ranging from 8 to 24 pounds, American bald eagles live for a top American bird and the largest tree nests for any species, period. Eagles often reuse or rebuild the same nests annually, with nesting trees usually close to water for hunting purposes, and often with some slight cover overhead.
To us that has a solar panel nestled into the base of its trees. This is called Long Island, named from Mr. and Mrs. Long who live here, and they work in the marina just here to our right. So a lovely commute most days. This is on our left. You see this little island. Find the solar panel tucked into the trees just here on the left-hand side of the island. Look up from that solar panel and you'll see a relatively tall, flat-topped tree, bit of an angle to its top. It's the tallest tree on the left-hand side of Long Island, okay? That tree bears the nest about 15 feet down from the top. Silhouetted by the sky, you'll see a tangle of sticks just wrapped around the trunk.
You folks able to see where the nest is at? Spot it out? Got it, okay.
They made their nests incredibly large. They found one up in Juneau a few years back. It had been built over some power lines, decided it's a bit of a hazard and cut it down. Sent it to the University of Alaska to study it. So when they weighed the nest, it came in at a whopping 1,600 pounds. Imagine, 3/4 of a ton of sticks. Then they measured the nest. It was 9 feet across, 6 feet deep, too bad, too bad. Then they dissected the nest. They wanted to find out what the birds had been eating. As they pulled it apart, they found things you generally expect to see: salmon bones, rodent bones, things like that. But by the time they'd completely pulled the nest apart, they found... Pause Jack for just a moment to show you. There's an eagle at the top of that tallest totem pole. Take a look. Oh, that's so good.
Totem Island's rising altitudes of thick green forest. Then, be sure to make use of the onboard binoculars to take in some of their finer details. You may spot representations of eagles, ravens, beavers, bears, and wolves. You may find faces within faces, or eyes upon wings, or fish in human-like hands. For the indigenous people of this region, whose languages were historically unwritten, totem poles told stories and served other purposes as well. Though many totem poles tell stories, efforts to read them are a departure from Alaskan Native custom, in which the information recorded has a specific cultural history and purpose, and is meant only to be related by a qualified speaker as a meaningful act for a definitive purpose. And contrary to an oft-repeated historical misinterpretation, totem poles are not religious relics, nor are they worshipped in any way. The carving of totems is an interpretive act, a fact that was misunderstood by the Civilian Conservation Corps, who, as part of the New Deal in the 1930s, demanded exact replicas of visually striking totems they had observed in abandoned native villages. This request for hand-carved totems was met with some suspicion, and even this had been commissioned, and the younger carvers who would apprentice beside them agreed that it was better to restore these former practices, and thus began the carving of the poles for Totem Light.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times.
That would be a nice spot to view a sunset. And no doubt that's the draw to the wealthy families in this neighborhood. You see where their windows are all facing. If you look with me to our left in that direction, somewhat ahead of us, you'll find this point of land in the distance with some islands and rocks extending out from it. That's called Valiner Point. Beyond it, now totally shrouded in mist and clouds, are the snow-dusted mountains of Prince of Wales Island, and that's where the sun sets here in the summer. Provides this neighborhood with one of the finest views in Ketchikan. Certainly makes $1 million. There's bonnie browns. They're an amazing species. So salmon, they're born in a freshwater river like that one. In late winter, early spring, they emerge from the rocks after having hatched from their eggs. And they start out by growing to be about 2 or 3 inches long at first. Those are called salmon fry. Then they make their way to the joy of consuming fresh seafood. And, of course, we get to share that fish with folks like you, which we're thrilled to do so, and we will soon. Here in a few moments, what I'll do is I'm going to alter course, making for Guard Island, where our lighthouse resides. It'll take us about 15... We're surrounded by deep Pacific Ocean. There's an eagle in flight to our left. Vast forest, accentuated by the mist and rain, and here's this monument. What a beautiful day to be on the water. Take a deep breath of that fresh sea air.
for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore. 7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait. For our home to show on the horizon, soon we'll be there. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore when we can't read the sky. We just sail with the wind that we've got, and when we're drowning in doubt, just keep on believing. We are dreamers of the...
All right, everybody, the excursion is over. I've made it safely back into my stateroom on board the Celebrity Edge. And as far as the Lighthouse, Totems and Eagles excursion goes, it gets the busman thumbs up. I found the narrator on board the boat to be very informed, very well spoken. The crew was very friendly and attentive, and they do make an excellent hot chocolate. They did serve some snack plates, which included salmon, crackers, cheese, and the like. Overall, from the time of departure to the time of arrival back to the ship was pretty much 3 hours on the dot. The bus drivers both ways, no problem at all, very friendly, and they were providing some information about Ketchikan and Alaska, the history of Ketchikan, and that sort of thing. So it was very enjoyable and worth every penny. So at the time of booking this excursion, I believe I paid approximately around $100 Canadian. It was on a 40% off flash sale, which is my tip for you when purchasing excursions on board Celebrity Cruises. I very rarely, if ever, book excursions at the time of booking. I always wait for those flash sales, especially around Memorial Day, Thanksgiving Day, Boxing Day, Christmas flash sales. But the best one that I've found so far in terms of the flash sales when booking excursions or drink packages or Wi-Fi packages is the Black Friday sale, which is another advantage because if you book your cruises a year or more in advance, then you can save some real good money by watching out for those flash sales. So in closing, I did have a good time, and the Totems, Eagles, and Lighthouse excursion on board the Celebrity Edge in Ketchikan is busman approved and gets the thumbs up. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. And with that, I'm calling this one a wrap. I am the busman. You take care, be well, and I'll see you on the road. Aye, aye, and goodbye. Peace. Until the next one. Adios.